Hello and welcome to the Shellz show. Today we're discussing the AFC North, my predictions, team by team analysis, and a bit over unders at the end. Trying to do this a bit quicker this time around because it's a little slow last time. So here's my predictions for the AFC North. A bit quick, isn't it? Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and of course Cleveland at the end. Unfortunately, I don't think Cleveland are going to do that, but we'll get into it as we go through this to these team by team. Let's start with Pittsburgh. First off, best wide receiver, run back combo. Yeah, I think they do. I think they're better than Zeke and Dez Bryant in my eyes. But yeah, it's pretty close combo. I think Le'Veon Bell's the best running back in the league. I think he's just a notch above David Johnson for me because he's done it for more years. I think he's absolutely class, world class kid. The way it's unmatched the way he gets to the line just so slowly and then dances to the line and then just powers out like he hits the afterburners. Antonio Brown, great slot receiver type of guy, really shifty underneath routes. There's a lot of problems there. And that's where he makes his dough. Like he's really good at that. My problem with Big Ben this year is I think he's one hit away from retiring. I think if he gets hit bad this season or hits too many hits to him, he might really hang up the cleats at the end of the year. I think he's done a good job protecting him a bit more than improved offensive line. I think Foster, DeCastro are quality offensive guys. They've done a great job with Villanueva. That guy Marcus Gilchrist, I think. No, not Marcus Gilchrist. Something on that right tackle. I can't remember his name. Pounce is good. Two guys from Florida on that offensive line. They're good guys, but they need more out of them to stay healthy. Their zone defense, I think, does get exposed by the Patriots quite a lot, seemingly year to year. They have young DBs with talent, but it's how they play again this year. There's a sophomore slump for a reason. They did have Joe Hayden, which is interesting. And Joe Hayden will be a nice mentor for those young guys like Sean Davis, Artie Burns. That might help a lot. I think TJ Watt's a good passer. So they picked up in the draft in the first round. He's going to start opposite Bud Dupree as the outside linebacker. I did like the way they picked up Juju Smith-Schuster from USC and James Conner from Pittsburgh, running back and wide receiver. I think there'll be nice compliments what they already have, and they also get Martavius Bryant back from suspension. That's a big addition to them. I think he adds that down the field deep threat that they need, and that really makes the Pittsburgh defense a lot more dangerous. Anyway, Cincinnati. This is the last chance saloon for Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis. This is it. They have too much talent not to be competing in the playoffs and winning playoff games. I think Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill. Lethal combo if they use them correctly. Absolute lethal combo correctly. They have another guy they drafted as well this year. Mixing it can be good, but I think that's a lethal combo. Jeremy Hill is your battering ram. Gio Bernard is your change of pace, speedster outside. AJ Green is as good as any wide receiver in the NFL. He's a top 5 guy. He was brilliant last year until he got injured. I'm hoping to do good this year because he's on my fantasy team. I'm expecting a big year out of him. Tyler Eifert was really good last year as well. He did the elbow injury last year, I think it was, when he came back, and he did take a while to improve, but he's a quality tight end. Other pieces they need to step up. Yeah, I think the other pieces, the offensive pieces to step up. They need to find another number 2 wide receiver. I think John Ross, is out injured. I think he's out 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately. So that's a big loss to them. He's their speedster guy who's at the 40-yard record time. LaFell, I'm not really sold on. Josh Malone, actually, I like him a lot. He's a good player. I do like the O-line. I think it's going to be a bit better this year. Got younger. I think Cedric Abuhi is a great left tackle. I think Jake Fisher, the right tackle, is good. Clint Boland is a good player. I like Russell Bodine at center. I like them a lot. Defensive wise, I love Carlos Dunlap and Geno Atkins. Like they're elite D-line players, elite pass rushers. That's what they do. Brilliant pieces. I think Carl Lawson, they stole him in the 4th round. Stole him. That's how good he is. I think Jordan Willis, the guy I picked before Carl Lawson in the 3rd round. Good player, can be a good player. He'll be nice backup this season. I think Kevin Minter is a great pick. I think he's their best linebacker. Question mark, yeah. But I think Burfict needs to just play within the rules. He's a real problem. I don't know why they paid him $12 million a year contract extension yesterday or the day before. Stupid. He's not their best linebacker. I think Vincent Ray's better, and I do think Kevin Minter is miles better. I do like their DBs. I actually don't. I just like them. I love their DBs. I love Darkwise Denard, Baker Patrick. Got Adam Jones coming back. I think William Jackson needs to improve this year. The Houston first-round pick from 2016 needs to play better. I like Georgia Iloka and I like Sean Williams as safety. I mean, these are pieces that can win playoff games. They should be winning playoff games. Anyway, Baltimore. Flacco is already injured. That back is a serious concern because someone's going to plow right into that first week. They get first chance they get. They need to find a true running back. I think Jeremy Langford might be their true running back they're looking for in that roster. I don't think Terrence West is the answer. I don't think anyone else they have is the answer. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they pick up Rashad Perryman. When is this kid going to... Is he a first rounder from 2014? I mean, it feels like every year he's the most injured guy. He has so much talent. I'd love to see him use it. He's just got to find a way to stay healthy this year. Macklin's a nice pickup. That was a good job. I think Max Williams as well is another guy who needs to emerge this year. I think those pieces can stay healthy and play well this season, they'll be a bit that'd be a pretty good combo and difficult to stop. You know, they just need to scheme these guys up properly. I think their line, of course, is magnificent. I mean, Ronan Stanley, great pickup last year, and of course Marshall Yanda. I mean, what a beast. Unfortunately, they did lose. What's the guy's name again? The guard who from Penn State who decided, okay, so that CT study. I'm out of here, guys. Enjoy fighting football. I got better things to do. The guy's a complete genius, doing a PhD in maths and that. Absolute genius. But quite smart kid. Anyway, they did trade. Defensive wise, they trade Jernigan away. I thought it was a bit of a loss. They re-signed Brandon Williams, though, which I think is one positive. I like the way they picked Chris Wormley up from Michigan in the second round. It was a solid defensive tackle. I think he can be. Last season was, I think CJ Mosley last year wasn't the same guy that I expected him to be. You know, he had a down year. I think he could be a top 5 linebacker. He's that good. You know, he's as good as Dante Hightower in my eyes. Ozzie Newsome, speaking of Alabama players, is obsessed with Alabama players. Like, he saw them in the draft again. He just can't keep his hands off them. Went to get Marlon Humphrey in the first. He's a good cornerback. And they got Tim Williams in the third, who can be a good pass rusher, but I'm not sure he's a good run player. Yeah, they did pick up some nice DB pieces to complement Marlon Humphrey back there with Brandon Carr from the Dallas Cowboys and Tony Jefferson from Arizona. They're good picks. And that'll help, of course, Jimmy Smith, who's already a very good cornerback, and Eric Weddle, who's a terrific safety. Right. Let's move on to Cleveland. Kaiser looks like the franchise. I really think Kaiser's the franchise. I thought 2 seasons ago, the way he played Notre Dame, he was going to be the first pick in the draft. He was that good. I thought he was brilliant. I'm not sure where the form went. He played against Texas, though he looked really good. He came off for Zaire. But I just don't know what. Like, I think he needs someone to be motivating behind him to play his best. Their first round picks, wow, what a first round tally they got. Myles Garrett, I think he's going to be elite. Jabril Peppers, I think he's going to be elite. And David Njoku from Miami, tight end, I think he's going to be elite as well. I think David Njoku is the most, probably the guy I think he can be as good, if not better, than OJ Howard. And that's saying a lot because we had a pretty good tight end class this year. OJ Howard, Jake Butt, David Njoku, good pieces. I like the running back duo, Isaiah Correll, the workhorse, and the Duke Johnson, the change of pace. That's going to work really well. You know, Corey Coleman's good pickup they had last year, you know, in the draft. I think he was first or second rounder. Kenny Britt is a new addition as well. They're workable wide receivers. They should be playing better with these guys. I like the they did. When I got Kevin Zeitler, the best way to make a good rookie quarterback is get him a good O-line. They already have Joe Thomas in place, elite Joe Thomas. JC Tretter's a nice center. I like what they're doing all on their defense. They've kind of built up slowly but surely. I like Garrett. Of course, he's injured unfortunately at the moment. I'm looking for him. Manuel Ogba's a good player. Although Danny Shelton's a very good defensive tackle, nose tackle player, and they're good pieces for years to come for them. They absolutely stole Jamie Collins off the Patriots. Great job with that, and really good trade for them. They got another class linebacker, Christian Kirksey. I like Jamar Taylor at quarterback for them, the guy I picked up from the Dolphins, who the Dolphins just seem to not know how to use. He's a second round pick, and I think the Dolphins looking at him in Cleveland like, what happened here? They lose Joe Hayden, that's a big loss. They did pick up Jason McCourty, though. They just a nice pickup. I think Jabril Peppers will have a really, really good year from this year. He's going to be good back there. Let's go through the over-unders for each team. Oh, I forgot to do... Well, I'm an idiot. I forgot to do this properly. Anyway, let's move on with them. We'll forget about them. Let's do over-unders. Pittsburgh. I forgot to do these images, but screw it anyway. We'll leave it out. Pittsburgh, 10.5 wins. I'm going to go with the over on this. I think they're going to win 11 to 12 wins pretty comfortably. They got the offensive pieces to do it. Even if their defense doesn't turn up, they'll win 10 games. So they're pretty confident in the eyes. That's the over. Cincinnati, 8.5. I think Cincinnati is an 8 to 9 win team. 10 as a stretch. I'm going to say... Ooh, this is a tough one. This really is a tough one. I'm going to go over. I think they can win 9 games. I think they have the talent to win 9 games. Whether it's McCarron or Dalton, I think they can win 9 games. I'm going to happily go with the over. That's 2 overs in a row. Baltimore, T-Sizzle there. Baltimore, 8.5 wins. I think it's a little too rich for them, unfortunately. I think 8 wins is their peaks. I think they're going to fit between 6 and 8 is their range. Cannot seem to go above 8. They just don't have the pieces this year, and that's unfortunate as it is. The Cleveland Browns, led by Deshaun Kaiser. How about this? 4.5 wins. I'm going to go with the over on these bad boys. I'm going to give them 5 wins. This is the best team the Browns have had in years. Give Deshaun Kaiser the rock. Throw the rock out. Give it to Isaiah Crowell. I think they can get 5 wins this year. I'm not going to lie. They're probably going to have their best year they've had in years. There's a lot to look forward to if you're a Cleveland fan. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a win year. It's more wins than you had probably the last 2 years combined. Anyway, guys, that's all we have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of here. I've got to do more of these videos for tomorrow. I've left these so late, so unfortunately, rushing into them. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thanks.